case you look my sausage.
Welcome back to the channel. We're at the Infinity Group track day today at Hampton Downs. As you can see, the weather is pretty average. It is raining, but that doesn't matter. So we're out testing the S2000 today. You can probably hear it doing some Mackie skids out the back there already. We've got the FK8 here that we're doing some turbo testing on. And my wife, who doesn't work on cameras behind, is driving the first time today. So we're looking forward to it. Got a few customers out here, lots of friends, lots of good times. So yeah, enjoy.
That will help.
Yeah. That looked really cool. He's doing some big backies and stuff. How did the car drive?
Yeah, it's totally drivable completely.
So what, we're going to change the shift cut stuff?
Yeah, like we'll do that because it's more important sort of for the drive. We're trying to like keep it in one gear.
But everything feels solid, happy?
Yeah, it's okay.
Mean.
Yeah, it's good.
What was the temperature like? 110.
Depends. If
110, 111. It was getting hot. I was keeping an eye on it, telling him to slow down. Pulling the passenger handbrake.
Fucking only spun every time I came home. I was like,
well, I'm stoked with that for like first test of the day, I suppose. Daniel's going to do some shift cut changes as well, because Alex wants to sharpen up the shifting a little bit. Car seems to be happy and there's nothing falling out of the bottom of it, so we'll just keep it on for the rest of the day. Should get some good footage of it driving in the rain. I can put some water in the sprayers as well. We're going to, then we can get it cooled down a bit. That was good. First time I've been in a car that you're doing, I don't know, I heard it. Reverse or opposite entry backies with the cars going in the wrong direction. of development, FK8 here, and we've got Alex in the background making a whole lot of noise, and I stole his pit, so I'm dry for a change. What we did today is we're just testing our new turbo. The cool thing about today with this Infinity track day is we've been able to go back to back to back. So Eric has been driving in the beginners group and I've been driving in the advanced group, and we've been just jumping in and out of the car all day. The temperatures have been absolutely amazing. We haven't got the car hot at all, even though it's been pissing with rain too. The car's been a lot of fun. The car comes on a lot smoother. But what I'll do is I'll get Daniel to sort of have a chat to you guys about exactly what we did in the tuning. But all I can say is this new turbo from TurboCare for the FK8 is on point, and just going to make a few minor little adjustments, but once we're done we'll be able to bring it to the public.
Yeah, so first of all, we've done quite a lot of track testing with this car. The number one issue that pretty much everyone is getting with FK8s is temperature. So the factory turbo on our dyno is around about 230 wheel, 22-23 pound of boost, and a lot of the tuning guys are pushing them to 1.82 bar, and on a track you're good for like 2 laps and the car just gets really hot. So we did a whole bunch of things. We've obviously done oil cooler, we've got bigger radiator in it, got bigger intercoolers.
Got it to about 8 laps around the circuit.
Yeah, so we've improved it. But you know, the number one thing is when you're pushing a turbo beyond its efficiency, or you know, close to or pretty much on it, you're just going to create more heat. So we thought, well, hey, you know, maybe we can get deliver some better power on less boost and you know, solve that cooling issue. So we've been working quite close with a New Zealand company on designing a turbo with them. So I won't go into the specs yet because we haven't officially released it, but it is a bolt-on turbo. It's just basically take your old one off, put this one on, takes the factory wastegate. But just to give you an idea of what we're getting result-wise, we started the tune on the dyno with 1 bar of boost, so 14.5 psi, it was maybe 15 psi, and we were already making 240 kilowatt wheels. So we were already making more power than factory on this turbo with, what was that, 6-7 pounds less boost. Even more than that actually. So we just worked our way up. We just did like, you know, a couple of pound each time. We finished up on 22 psi and making 312 kilowatt at the wheel. I did some differences in the way how the boost is delivered off the bottom. So we're actually, instead of getting it to spike on, you know, get the boost to come in real early and spike and then hold flat, we've got it to roll on a little bit nicely. The reason we did this, being a front wheel drive car with the factory turbo, the issue was as soon as you got on power it would just wheel spin. So we wanted to bring that boost in a little bit more linear, so in and out of corners, especially on a track, you get more grip, which I know JP is, you know, we've obviously been communicating over the day and the way how the power's delivered, and it's made a big difference. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, so it's back to the laboratory and back on the dyno, and we're just going to do some tweaking, make sure the boost is all good, make sure the turbo's all happy, our targets are all pretty much on point, and all our closed loop percentages are pretty much as close to 0 as we can get them to. So yeah, it's been good.
Like, I mean, yeah, I'll just touch on that again as well. So this car with our cooling package on it, running 30 pound of boost on the factory turbo, would only get sort of 8 laps around here, driving it really hard, didn't matter whether it was hot or whether it's raining or not. Today we've literally done maybe 4 back-to-back half-an-hour sessions. Car hasn't got hot at all. So we're on the right track, and I'm really, really, like I said, really looking forward to actually bringing this out to the public. It's going to be really, really cool, nice upgrade. So. gone out and had a couple of sessions, and he did a grip boy session. He was actually pretty impressive out there trying to not drift.
The S2000 just trying its best to do the things that it was supposed to do.
It's actually really surprising as a passenger how well this actually still drives as like a car. So how's it going?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, Summer Bash last week was like a bit of a rush to just get it together, but the guys have had a chance to go, through it again, give it an oil change, make sure everything's like mint. Made some setup changes suspension-wise, and I'm very happy with them. Happy with the car. I haven't had to empty my catch can into my engine at all in the last 2 days I've driven it, so that's a super positive.
Look, the S2000's not crying.
Yeah, it's not crying with oil. There's like, nothing around it. It's keeping it in the engine, so that's awesome. And the power's good. Obviously today the weather's horrific, but it's really good for testing weather like this. In case it rains when we're drifting at D1, we're not going to be able to change the weather, And I don't like complaining about the weather. I just like learning how to drive it. So getting like the patchy conditions that we had before with JP, I've tried to air the tyres down to 15 pound. That's the D1NZ like legal low limit if it fits, just to see how gripped up the chassis can be, and it's basically undrivable. Like with the tyres that are on it at the back now, those GD radials, legit incredible. I haven't felt G's like that in the car before. So, and just trying to mix and match the commitment you need to have in the drive versus the absolute ice.
Yeah.
That you can like feel just like literally sliding across at zero grip.
I'm even having trouble out there in my car, and I have all the nannies and all the stuff, and that thing's drifting in turn one front wheel drive freaking Honda. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was real amazing to actually feel the car this time without it being broken and see what it actually does and how grippy it actually feels. So I don't know whether that's a win or a hindrance how grippy it is, but
no, it's good. Like I didn't have to find this out at D1, you know what I mean? And so now, if it is patchy and it is starting to get dry in places, there'll definitely be probably at least 10 pound more of the tyres to make it drivable. Like it's that or more power, which we'll work on that. So.
Yeah, I'll go for a quick race.
I'll go hard, just have fun.
Wait, thanks, man.
No worries, mate.
like to see my two boys getting along.
Man, this thing's like a dream to drive compared to my car.
Yeah?
It's so easy. Like the steering in it, you just like as long as you're on throttle, it does it itself.
Yeah.
And I see what you mean about the steering binders.
Yeah.
Like if you're not on throttle and you turn in, it doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. And especially like through that compression in there, it gets like real heavy.
Yeah.
But
So S2000 team, 2 cars.
could be.
That was good
Well, this
fun.
is the spare car, right? Like it'll take a 235.
Yeah,
if
fucking
anything.
easy, bro. Holy shit. And like,
mate.
it goes to lock, like, real easy, hey?
Yeah.
It just goes bang and white light wants to sit at 90.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang it.
Yeah. Those entries that you were doing, just like sitting it right where it's happy, a little bit past that, and you're starting to guess the work, you know. But as long as you're within steering range, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that last lap, I tried to huck it a little bit more, like fourth gear bang, and then I think I flipped too early, so I was just like, nah, I didn't want to do it. And then, but good car, man.
Apparently these don't drift, so I don't know.
These drift vibes.